This is a PUNA GEONEWS eruption update for Tuesday, September 17, 2024. This USGS report was released just after 9 a.m. this morning, and there will likely be another report released either this evening or early tomorrow morning. Let's get right to it. Spoiler alert. All lava is confined to the national park, and there are no structures or people in the area that the eruption is occurring. Activity summary. Kilauea volcano is erupting in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park from a new fissure vent that opened within Napa crater this morning between 4 o'clock and 5 a.m. HST. Current eruptive activity began with a small eruption that occurred on the evening September 15th from a fissure located just west of Napa crater and lasted a few hours. The second phase of the eruption began at approximately 6 o'clock p.m. last night. Activity decreased overnight until approximately 4 a.m. this morning, when a third phase of the eruption began. The eruption is occurring within a closed and remote area of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. There is no immediate threat to life or infrastructure. Chain of Craters Road, which is closed, is located far downslope and downwind of the eruption. Residents of nearby subdivisions may experience volcanic gas emissions related to this activity, which may increase and decrease over the coming hours and days. The volcano alert level aviation color code remains at watch orange. No changes have been detected in the lower east rift zone or southwest rift zone. Summit observations. Approximately 17 earthquakes were detected beneath the Kilauea summit region over the past 24 hours at depths of 1-3 km, 0.6 to 1.9 m below the ground surface, and with magnitudes of M2 or less. Summit tiltmeters UV, SDH, and EQ to the northwest, southwest, and east of the summit respectively continued recording deflationary tilt throughout the day yesterday, with UV recording approximately 10 microradians of tilt in the last 24 hours. This pattern is consistent with magma leaving the summit storage chambers and transferring to the Middle East Rift Zone. The most recent measurement of SO2 emission rate at the summit was 75 tons per day on August 20, 2024. Rift Zone observations. This morning, several lava fountains approximately 10 yards higher generating lava flows on the floor of Napa crater. This fissure system opened between 4 o'clock and 5 a.m. HSTDH. This morning as detected by AWAKENS satellite thermal data and USGS Hawaiian Volcano Observatory HVO infrasound, seismic, and camera instruments. Currently, the fissure system in Napa is about 0.5 kilometers long, 0.3 m, and cuts east-west across the northern crater floor. The fissure appears to have opened just west of Napa early this morning and propagated eastward as the eruption progressed. As of 8:30 a.m., approximately 25-30% of Napa crater floor has been covered by lava, which is confined to the crater. This eruption sequence was preceded by intense and localized earthquakes between Mauna Ulu and Makaupu'i crater and accompanied by ground deformation patterns indicative of shallow underground crack growth or dike intrusion. A magma-filled near vertical crack began at approximately 6 p.m. HST on September 14, 2024. Kilauea status report. Middle East Rift Zone unrest. U.S. Geological Survey USGS.gov. In the following hours, the intensity of earthquake activity decreased, but over 340 shallow earthquakes were detected in the vicinity of the intrusion during the next 24 hours, most within 1 kilometer, 5 kilometers, 0.6 m, 3.1 m of the surface. Seismic and deformation data showed that magma was moving beneath the ground from summit storage chambers to the area between Mauna Ulu and Makaupu'i crater. The initial phase of the eruption started on September 15 around 9 o'clock p.m. HST and continued until approximately 10 o'clock p.m. Heavy rainfall hampered visibility of the region, but USGS HVO infrasound instruments and seismometers detected a signal typical of gas or steam venting in the Middle East Rift Zone, and USGS HVO issued a vent boner raising the alert level to watch orange. A helicopter overflight on the morning of September 16 identified several new but inactive fissure segments 480 yards in total length, with small pads of lava extending up to 90 yards from the fissures. Measurement of sulfur dioxide emission rates along Chain of Craters Road downwind of the eruption site during the day of September 16 indicated that the inactive fissure system was emitting around 300 metric tons a day. The second phase of the eruption began on September 16 between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. HST. This eruptive pulse began with no associated geophysical signals. No changes in seismicity, infrasound, or tilt were observed. It was detected by AWAKENS satellite thermal imagery and HVO webcam imagery. Eruptive activity gradually decreased throughout the night and ended by the early morning hours of September 17 prior to the onset of the more vigorous third phase that began between 4 o'clock and 5 a.m. All activity is currently confined to the Middle East Rift Zone between Makaupu'i crater and PUNA, and there are no indications further downrift in the Middle East Rift Zone or in the LERZ. Thanks for watching the PUNA GEONEWS update. Stay tuned for more updates, and a hui ho.